Okay, so I can't find shit. Like, I found a walkthrough, but I feel like I'm at a point here now in this game, in this mission, where I'm like, I've started doing both of them essentially. I have started doing the electricity diversion and the gas diversion. A guard comes this way, I believe. Oh shit. Okay. Where do I go now? Okay. No, I have.
It's no use. The padlock won't give.
Let me in here. Let me in the fucking door.
Theoretically, I've only got one lever to push.
Ooh-wee. Got these fucking bolts.
This lever must turn on the gas machine. I've got to hide before the guards see me.
Who did this? Hell's teeth. Fuller's gonna think we did this.
This isn't a good hiding place. I should climb back in the vents. Shit. Get the fuck, get the fuck, get the fuck.
Damn.
Doctor, is that you?
Don't you worry about the doctor. Right now, he'll have plenty to keep him busy with his precious machine. It gives us time to get away. I'll undo you.
Get away? Get away where? I can't go anywhere. It'll find me, like it found me here. You're mistaken about the beast. Don't stay with me, or you'll end up the same way.
You're Sanders, aren't you? I heard you from my cell. What did they do to you? What does Fuller want with you?
The doctor? You think it's the doctor who scares me? The doctor wants to heal me. But he's the one who's crazy. He wants to restore my sight. He wants to give me back my eyes. And yet I told him that I didn't want him. I do not want to see it anymore. The real culprit is Sarah. Her and her accursed paintings.
You're kidding me. You're talking about Sarah Hawkins.
The one and only. The legendary. There is no artist more enlightened or cursed than Sarah Hawkins.
Is she cursed because of something she did to you?
No, it's because she's cursed that she harmed me.
On purpose. You say that Sarah Hawkins harmed you.
If it were only me, her conscience, her guilt were eating her away. But she never wanted all that. Well, not really.
What's going on this island?
I'm so sorry. We should never have met.
What are you talking about?
Destiny! It has trapped you. Don't let it see you, or you won't be able to escape it. Don't look at it. That's how it finds you.
What finds me?
Sarah Hawkins' visitor. The Shambler.
Sanders, pull yourself together.
Without her, it's no longer possible to save me.
Sanders! What the hell? I gotta... This is insane. What killed him?
What the hell? I don't want to be here anymore.
Damn! The gas! Oh. My head.
Later. We need to move on.
Oh. Chapter 6, Hawkins Mansion. Pierce woke up in his island, installed in the cellars of the Riverside Institute. Met Dr. Colden. Shit. A female friend of Bradley, who helped him to escape. Wandering through the corridors of this place, where Dr. Fuller reigned supreme, Pierce was able to talk to a man called Francis Sanders. Before dying in full view of the detective, he accused Sarah Hawkins of being the cause of his torments. Pierce finally left the accursed building, accompanied by Bradley and Colden. Companions in misfortune decide to use Hawkins Mansion as a hideout.
Who goes there? That nightmare again. I need a drink.
No. The fuck? No. I'll deal with that in a bit. What do we got? 4 CP. Character points. Character points. Psychology or eloquence? Which one do I want to pump towards? 6, 6, 2. 6. I could dump 4 into psychology here. And then next time I could do 2 and 2 if I get those. Let's do that. Let's do that. Sure. Oh. I hated that stealth section. I hated that so much.
You're awake, Mr. Pierce. How do you feel?
Awful.
Did I sleep long?
The day is only starting. It's fine.
Bradley, what the hell, dude?
How's our fugitive? Dr. Fuller hasn't reported your disappearance to the Force, but that'll come soon.
Bradley?
Who else would it be?
Mr. Pierce, are you all right? You look like you saw a ghost.
There are things I can't explain.
Tell us. What happened?
Aww.
I heard you talking earlier.
Why am I not surprised?
I get the impression you two don't get along.
Intrusive and not very clever. Anyway, let's get back to the business at hand.
What I'm sure of now is that the Hawkins case isn't just an accident.
And what brings you to that conclusion?
The fact that Charles Hawkins survived the fire.
I don't understand. Mr. Hawkins was buried.
That's what he would have you believe.
I have a hard time believing you.
You were there, Bradley. You even opened fire on him.
I'd remember that.
Why would he fake his own death? Do you think he covered up his wife's murder?
That's possible.
It seems hard to swallow. Don't you have anything more concrete, Pierce?
Bradley, what do you remember?
I don't understand your question.
The night we went into the Hawkins mansion. You don't seem to remember the tunnels and what occurred there.
No memory of going down any tunnel. No, we were in the manor, then,
Then what?
The rest is quite blurry. I don't recall how I came back home.
And then?
I went to visit you at the hospital and called on Marie's help to get you released.
And you don't remember the events of the tunnel?
I don't. Let's talk about something else.
Whoa.
Given the energy he pours into Riverside, I presume it was Fuller's creation.
His father's, to be correct. He was a surgeon on board the Scylla. He founded the hospital in 1904 with funds from the Hawkins family before he died and his son Thomas Fuller took over.
Two families inextricably linked.
Most island families are that way. Captain Fitzroy's father was also a seaman aboard the Scylla.
Powerful families dominating everything.
Yes, and as you could tell, Dr. Fuller is like some crazed emperor.
He wouldn't be happy if he knew we were snooping around.
I know the risks. I don't fear him. Do you wish to know anything else?
Oh, of course. There's lots I gotta.
I found a file bearing Sarah Hawkins' name in the Institute's basement.
It makes sense. A powerful family like the Hawkins had the means to hide such a disgrace.
But everyone knows the Fullers have been taking care of the Hawkins for at least a generation. And all were aware of Mrs. Hawkins' fragility.
Perhaps, but no one would allow a psychiatric internment.
From what I read in the file, Fuller used her as a subject of his experiments.
Francis Sanders and Sarah Hawkins, subjects of Dr. Fuller. Why those two?
Dr. Fuller seems to be leaving a trail of corpses. Not to mention those strange machines, and chains, and tools of all kind.
Yes, I've been telling you that Fuller uses his patients as guinea pigs.
What I saw was more akin to torture than medicine.
Do you even hear what you're saying? Dr. Fuller is highly respected.
It's the truth, Ethan, and I'll prove it to you. I'm listening, Mr. Pierce.
I met a Francis Sanders. Do you know him?
Of course, he's a patient. Or was. I haven't seen him since Dr. Fuller had him transferred to the basement.
He knew Sarah Hawkins, and that's what killed him.
What? How did he die?
I'm not sure I can explain it.
Tell me how Mr. Sanders died.
I didn't see what, but something was there, with us.
Of what do you speak?
Sanders said it was Sarah Hawkins' visitor. He spoke of it like a living being.
Sarah Hawkins? Have I missed something here? This makes no sense. I don't see how it can help crack the Hawkins case.
You really think she's involved? How could she have murdered Mr. Sanders?
Francis Sanders mentioned Mrs. Hawkins just before dying. It's no coincidence.
You know, Francis Sanders was a well-known art collector. I guess you can still pay a visit to his wife, Irene Sanders.
An art collector, you say? That's probably how they met.
If you plan on having dinner at the Sanders household, please spare the widow the tale of her late husband's suffering.
I don't agree. She deserves the truth.
But that truth may be biased. We don't know the bottom of it.
Prudent.
You're right. Without a plausible explanation for what I saw, let's not jump to conclusions.
That seems wise indeed.
Very well. I'll go to see Francis's widow. Perhaps I'll find a link between her husband's death and Sarah Hawkins.
Don't end up in the hospital this time.
I'll do my best.
Alright, so we're back here in the Hawkins mansion doing our thing. I'm actually going to stop here, because that stealth mission annoyed the shit out of me. And pretty much the way that works for me mentally with that shit is it's like a stamina meter that I have. Imagine you're playing Stardew Valley and your day is going and you're working, you're cutting entries, you're mining stuff, and your stamina bar is just depleting and depleting and depleting and depleting and depleting and depleting. You can eat food and bring up like little bits and pieces and stuff like that, but you know, once it's down, you know, you sometimes just got to go to bed and start the next day afresh. So I am going to leave it here now, and when we come back next time, we shall continue on. We don't have any more character points. I hate that it's always called CP in games. But when we go back next time, we'll continue on, go talk to Sanders' widow, because I remember seeing Francis Sanders in all of the ledger that that Sarah kept of people who were getting her pieces. So that's it. I am Plastic Bag Man. Hope you guys are enjoying this, and hopefully it's sufficiently spooky. It's creepy for sure, but we'll see how it is in the next coming bit. So thank you guys for watching. We'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.